you're all well. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my journey of starting a business. It is still at the very, very, very beginning. I've thought about it for a very, very long time. I've tried, I've sort of started, but then stopped again because I also have a full-time job. And yes, I think a few months ago I've made that conscious decision of no, you need to start now. Because every year I think back and I was like, oh, I wish I've started it last year. I would have come so far now if I've already started the last time I thought of starting it. So it's just needed to happen. But I just wanted to share my sort of journey a little bit in terms of like why it took me this long. And I mean, because it's still at the very beginning as well, I'm really hoping that I can keep it consistent and to really make it work this time. But yes, it's just, I think there were two challenges that I have, I would say. One is time. So I work full-time as a speech language therapist, and I really, really enjoy my job. I love it, but I miss the creative side of things. And I would love to be more flexible as well, and being able to work remotely or sort of set my own schedules. But yes, it's a job that's not physically tiring, but it does emotionally drain you a lot, I would say. So whenever I finish work in the evening, I try to draw a little bit in there, but to be honest, I'm just too tired. I'm too tired to work on my business. I'm too tired to sometimes even just draw for fun. And that's the same on the weekends. You need like one day to do like all your kind of chores, grocery shopping, cleaning and all of that. And then the other day, I just want to relax. So it's been very difficult to keep things up consistently, and just to make the time that is needed in order to build something up properly. The other thing is, I think a lot of artists, a lot of creative people struggle with this as well, is imposter syndrome, never thinking that I'm good enough, who would want to buy this? Is this even good enough? And sort of a lot of self-doubt and a lot of, it's easier to just not do it sometimes, or things like, what if I do it and I quit my job and, it doesn't work out? Financially, how are you going to make it work, and things like that. So my plan is to reduce my days at work, and then having more time to work on my business, and then slowly sort of gradually transition to it. But then at the beginning you still sort of have that income and that stability, which I think is what I need. And yes, I'm really hoping that it will work out. I don't know, how are you guys dealing with it, for those who are building up their own business with a day job? How do you keep yourself accountable as well and be like, no, I need to prioritize this, I need to do this. Because I'm finding it very difficult. I mean, it's easier when I don't work on the school holidays. So usually those kind of weeks are the ones where I do so much. But then, I sort of have that, and then I start work again and everything drops again. So there's no consistency, which makes it very, very difficult. So yeah, if you have any tips and advice, please do let me know. I need any tips that I can get. But yes, so the plan is I really want to do a shop launch in by the end of the year. I'll kind of do a soft launch first, because one of the products that I do want to work on is calendars, and obviously now being in October is sort of when it needs to come out now, in order for people to have it ready for the beginning of the year. So this at the moment is my priority, is to get a few products going. That would be the calendars. I want to do like one for like a wall calendar and one maybe for the desk. I did want to do like a diary as well, but I don't think I will have enough time to finish it by this year, to be honest. So I might do like an open one, where you can fill in the dates yourself, and then sort of have that. And then the other things are kind of tote bags that I wanted to do, but my own goal for the moment for this month is to do a few test prints. So get things ready to test print the calendars and the tote bags, and then check, and then do my research on which printers are good in terms of like price comparisons as well, things like that. And then taking it sort of step by step. But I thought I'd bring you along with me today while I'm doing some designs for the wall calendars that I'm going to hopefully test, send out for printing this weekend. That's my target. This weekend it will need to be done. So yes, let's have a look what I've done so far. So I'm just working on this sketch of Bologna, Italy. Because I love traveling so much, I wanted the first calendar that I'll do to be travel themed. So each month will have sort of one different destination. Yes. So Bologna is actually a place that I will go back again. So I'm not somebody who goes back to places a lot, but the food is so good. So we're gonna go back hopefully in February, and then do a little Italy tour as well, because from Bologna you can travel to Florence by train, and then from Florence maybe to Pisa, and then back again. Yeah. Let me know if you've been to Bologna. Last time I went for around, I think 3 or 4 days, but it was not enough to try all the food. I really needed to have more time there. A couple of things that I've done so far to help me get started with the whole process is I've started to use Notion to keep everything organized, things like my ideas of products that I want to sell, a to-do list of what I need to do, and even things like for YouTube and things like that. I have a bit better of a plan of what videos I could film and upload, when I should be doing this, and all of that. So that's just helped me to have everything in one place and to be a bit more structured. Yeah, so yes, that's been really useful. Another thing is being very clear on my targets. So you know, what do I need to do in order to launch my shop, in order to, you know, build everything up, because it's not just the products that I need to focus on, but also sort of like the marketing side, SEO, you know, like where do I still need to research stuff or learn more about things like even tax. I have no real clue about tax, so I need to do my research on that properly as well. And then yeah, it's just a lot of kind of admin stuff and things like that, but it really helped me to break things down and to have, you know, that sort of idea of the steps that I need to do in order to get to the bigger step, if that makes sense. But yes, it's been challenging, it's been a learning curve, but I'm also very excited about it. And I really feel like this is something I've wanted to do for such a long time, that if I don't even try, I'm going to regret it. But obviously it's also sort of, you know, just educating yourself more on areas where you don't have as much knowledge on, or, you know, kind of seeking advice from those who know more or who've done it before, and sort of, you know, kind of getting some feedback as well. But yeah, what I'd love to, that I'm still looking on, is I'd love to sort of have other artists who are going through the same thing, and then maybe sort of have like an accountability group or something like that, you know, or where we can support each other, and, you know, sort of learn together, because I feel like it can be a bit daunting to go through it yourself. So if you know of any groups like that, or if you're interested in any groups like that, let me know. And you know, it's all sort of about networking as well. But yeah, it is a bit overwhelming, because I feel like there's so much that I still need to do, and I still need to research. But yes, I think just taking it one step at a time is the best way to go. So to create the layout, we need to take into account the bleed as well. So we're going to add that to it. So that would be it's 216 times 3. We're going to use resolution of 300, CMYK color mode. Okay, create that, and then for this one, this is an illustration of Paris, Montmartre. So we're just going to move it to here. Might do a little bit bigger, but not completely the edge. Actually, yes, completely, because I don't want there to be like a frame around it once it's cut, because obviously with the bleed, so it might be that it just gets cut a little bit closer, but that's fine. I can still see a bit here. What am I doing? Oh, I didn't select it, that's fine. So it's better to lose a little bit but not have an edge, unless you prefer to have an edge, of course. So then this would be sort of the top part of the calendar, and then the bottom part would be obviously the days and dates. And yeah, you basically just have to adjust everything, and then you send it to the printer. So I just made the cover for it as well. See all the pictures that are in the calendar. Also debating if I should be writing down the locations, but then I thought it might be quite fun to sort of see who can guess where it is, and then maybe I'll reveal it on Instagram instead. Or I don't know, is that stupid? Because I always like to know where the places are, but I don't know, I thought it would be fun to kind of see, you know, if you would recognize some of these places. But yeah, so hopefully I have set up everything correctly. I'm going to send it to the printer, and then yeah, I will show you the final product or the sample, see how it turns out. But yeah, so the next step for me in terms of growing my business would be to obviously create more products, but also to really look at now a website and setting up an online shop and things like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and you'll follow me along my journey of starting my own business. And yep, if you are going through the same thing or thinking about it, let me know. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.